Hi, I'm Simon Knight, Product Manager here at Testmo. In today's walkthrough, I'm introducing you to the Team Testing Workload report, which is a new addition to the Testmo Reporting Center. If you've ever been asked who's doing what on the testing team, or are we evenly spreading the workload, then this report can help you find the answer. It's going to give you a high-level summary and a detailed breakdown of testing activity by team members so that you can balance assignments, identify bottlenecks, and make data-driven decisions about test planning and resource allocation. So let's jump in and see how it works. So you can get to the report by clicking on the Team Testing Workload button here in the Testmo Reporting Center. And then just like in other reports in Testmo, this one is configured from this panel here on the left. And the first thing you're going to do is select the project that you actually want to work with. So the report works with a single project at a time. And then you can decide whether you want to constrain the report to specific users or user groups. So clicking on these will allow you to refine those things accordingly. And I'll show you an example of that being done in a few moments' time. If you want to work with a specific milestone, then you can choose the milestone you want to work with by clicking on the milestone drop down, and similarly and much the same as for other reports in Testmo, if you want to constrain the report to specific runs or sessions, then you can do so using the runs and sessions drop downs accordingly. Just by way of a pro tip, if you want to see which users don't have assignments, then you want to click the Include Users Without Assignments button, and that's going to help you to identify those people quite quickly here on the one of the main components of the report, this testing workload chart. Let's take a look at the report itself. So once the report has been generated, as it is here, you'll get a clear view of your team's current workload. And at the top, you'll see summary statistics like how many users are in the scope of the report, how many tests are in the scope of the report. This one has 0, but we'll see a report with some actual tests in it in a few moments, and how many sessions are included in the report. And it also gives you like an indication of how to distribute those things across the users in the report as well. So for example, here we've got 31 sessions. Distributing those across 49 users would give us in the region of 1 session per user. So you'll see those kind of indications as well. The workload chart, as we've already mentioned, helps you to visualize each tester's assigned work. So you'll see bars for sessions and tests if the report includes those. Obviously the users included in the report are listed here on the left, as you can see, and the x-axis of the report has the numbers associated with the bars. So we can see Zelda has 2 sessions assigned to her, for example. What you're also going to see on this workload chart is an estimated time and a forecast time for how long it's going to take the testers to complete the work that's been assigned to them. So looking at Zelda here, we can see that she's got 2 sessions. The estimates for how long it's going to take to complete those sessions are 1 hour and 45 minutes, and Testmo's forecasted time is currently 1 hour and 45 minutes. So it's going to be important, if you want to use this report accurately, to make sure you're adding estimates to those things in the first place. So use the estimate field on your sessions and your tests to record how long you think it's going to take you to actually carry out your testing activities. And then over the course of time, as Testmo records how long it's actually taking you to perform those activities, these forecasts are going to gradually improve and become more accurate. But again, it's going to be important that you're actually recording how long it takes you to carry out your tests, in addition to how long you thought it was going to take in the form of your estimate. So just a couple of pro tips there for getting the most out of this report as you start to use it. Additionally, in the main body of the report, you've got the user statistics table, which really just presents the same kind of information as the chart, but in a tabular form. So if we go down to Zelda again, then we can see she's got 0 tests assigned, 2 sessions, 2 assignments in total, how long it's going to take her to, how long she's estimated to complete them, and how long Testmo predicts it will actually take to complete. And then we've got user assignments cards, which provide even more sort of detailed information about runs that are assigned to a given user, sessions, and any sort of summary statistics associated with those things. So I'll come back to that in a few moments, and hopefully we can see a more detailed example. Let's do like a practical use case. So let's say, for example, you're preparing for a big release. My big release is going to be this release 2.1. So I'm going to select my 2.1 milestone, under which I have a number of test runs and sessions associated with it. What I'm also going to want to do for this example is constrain the report to a couple of specific user groups. So I anticipate that my QA group and my development groups here are going to be working on this release. So they're going to be assigned the bulk of the work. And for the purposes of this report, I also want to be able to see, who doesn't have assignments, right? Because that's kind of the purpose of what I'm trying to accomplish here. I want to see who has what work, and whether there's anybody who can I can redistribute some of that work to make sure that it gets completed on schedule. So having made those adjustments, what I can see now is that there are 15 users in those 2 groups that I selected. So they are represented here on this report. There are a lot of tests in the scope of this report, over 3,000, which equates to around 203 per user. Not so many sessions. And what I can see, obviously, is that, a lot of these guys have tests assigned to them. And some of them have sessions assigned as well. But I can see that there are some folk at the bottom here who do not have any tests assigned to them. So, that's indicating to me quite clearly that there are some adjustments that can be made in terms of how the workload is currently distributed. So one change I could make is reduce the number of total tests to around the sort of 200 mark per user, and obviously assign some of the tests to these folk that at present don't have very many tests assigned to them at all. And I'd be able to do that by going into the run itself, and actually making those changes, which I can click through to quite easily from one of the detailed user assignment cards at the bottom of the report here. So hopefully you can see from that very brief example how the report is intended to be used and how it can help you to get at metrics associated with the work that is assigned to your teams. Just to finish up, you can tailor how the report actually looks before sharing it, if you wish to do so by toggling on and off the various components. So you've got the option to, for example, generate a somewhat less detailed report by unchecking the user assignment, so that you just get like the high level statistics, the workload chart, and the user statistics table, which may be sufficient for some stakeholders. You can also check or uncheck the show links checkbox to remove links from the report, which would only be included in this user assignments area anyway. So that's an option that you have as well. And you can also remove or show the header, and footer at the top and bottom of the report as well. So you've got those options before ultimately you share it with folk by way of the print and PDF button, which will allow you to use your sort of standard browser settings to dump the report to a PDF and send it out by email to folk who are interested in seeing the contents. So all that to say, the team testing workload report is a powerful way to help you manage your team capacity, ensure fair work distribution, and keep your projects on track. It's available now in the Testmo reporting center, and we'd love for you to give the report a try and let us know what you think. Thanks for watching. Happy testing. See you in the next one.